prolific, so gifted. I'm the type that's gon' go get it, no kidding. Breaking down a swish in front of your building. Sitting on the steps, feeling no feelings.
What's up, man? It's your boy, the real Kenneth Davis, and I'm excited. You know, I mean, so many good things are happening, and I just want to share it with you. Right now, we have the queen of fine art. Her name is Joan Chéri. Look, I got to introduce you to her. I got to let you see her, and we're just going to talk a little bit. You know, this is my home girl. I feel like I know her. We come from a long way, build a relationship, but guess what? God blessed me with the opportunity to be able to share with you guys what's on her heart. So I'm going to let her say a little bit right quick.
Yes. So I'm just happy that we're able to shoot this footage because I know I see my vision so clear and I know where my future is headed, and I know that we're going to be using this one day, and I can't wait to see, you know, everyone get inspired and motivated through this, because that's really truly all I want to do. Yes.
Did you hear that? That's dope. I hope that everyone gets inspired and motivated through this. That's all I want to do. Now, that's why we're here, because we're inspired because of your art. It was a blessing how we met, and I want you to know this is one of the highest honors. I know a lot of things, but this is one of the highest honors because I said that I'm gonna do an interview with her, and it came to life. The first question I have is, how long have you been painting?
How long have I been painting?
Yes.
Okay, I want to say all my life. That's easy to say, but I graduated with my bachelor's in fine arts 15 years ago, so it's been a long journey. I took concentration in oil painting. Once I got into my major, it took me 3 major changes to figure out what I wanted to do. I was first doing art education, and now then I found a love for fine arts. I love 3D design, and oil painting were my top 2 classes. I hated figure drawing. Anything figure drawing I was trying to stay away from, or art history, but that's what really set my soul on fire. I had my first art show there my senior year. They made us do an art show to graduate. I sold all 4 paintings to the dean of the school. He put them in the new building there that they were building. I'm praying that they're still hanging there. One day I'll drive by there to see if they're still there. So after I graduated there, I went into retail. I got, you know, caught up with a really well-paying job, as many of us do. Okay. Wasn't fueling my soul. I had no quality of life. It was work, and I was in managerial roles and HR manager. So, you know, I was taking on other people's problems and trying to fix things, hire, fire, all of that. Wow. So then it wasn't until I moved here in 2015 that I started really diving back into my art.
So my next question is, what motivated you to start painting?
Wow, great segue. I didn't even know that was coming.
That's all right.
What motivated me is in 2015, I moved in April. My job transferred me out here to run one of the stores out here, and within 6 months of me living here, my brother passed on our dad's birthday. It was one of, I don't know, the hardest things I've ever had to deal with in my life. And then just 2 months after that, I wasn't even in the right state of mind. I was still grieving and denial and all of that, trying to process it all. And I was walking across the street in West Hollywood, and I got hit by a car, which turned my life upside down. I remember getting that neck brace on and getting put into the ambulance, and my general manager came over to me. She's like, you know what, you're gonna be okay. Like, I had tears running down my face. She's like, you're gonna be all right. You know why? Because you have a cool story to tell. And I was so angry at her in that moment. Like, how dare you? You see me about to lose my life, and that's what you have to say. But now I understand, you know, God has put me on this path. He woke me up. That was the craziest wake-up call. Sometimes God puts you through a wreck so you can see the, you know, the brightness of it all. Deep. And I found my passion, and now I have a cool story to tell. So.
Oh my God. Okay. So, hey, this is good. You better get this. This is hot off the press. Okay, here you go. Who was your first painting?
Okay. First painting. Of a person. Okay. I would have to say it's probably my college roommate.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, the one that was just here, Shelly.
No.
Yeah, so I did a portrait of her, and I did one of her mother for her mother's 50th birthday party, but I didn't really know how to paint portraits then, so they didn't have faces.
Oh, they didn't have faces?
No. We can pop in like a little slide there so y'all can see. I have a picture of it. I wasn't confident in what I was doing. I was like, are you sure you want me to do this? She's like, yeah, girl, just do your thing. She knew I was an art major and that I loved to paint, so she's like, okay, we want to commission you to do this. And when they revealed it at the 50th birthday party, I'm just sitting there like, oh, this is not that good. Like, I, in my heart, wasn't feeling like it was my best work. But, I mean, what, 10 years later, 13 years later, now after my brother passing and going through traumatic experiences, I've been able to paint faces, and it's the weirdest thing to me. It's like almost like something.
That's deep.
Yeah, something got into me.
That's deep, and so that brings us on to the next question. Can you tell us the difference between regular art and fine art?
I sure
fine
can.
Art.
I sure can, because I am a fine artist. I have a bachelor's in fine art, and I will tell you the difference for me is it's all in the detail.
Okay.
The detail, like if you even just look, down to the tattoos, down to every stroke of the hair, down to the eyelashes and the pupils and this is just the first layer. I still have 2 more layers to go on this. I'm not even done his chest, but everything's gonna be able to pop out at you and be 3D, and just the element of the 3D and the fabrics, the things that you can touch. The closer you get to my paintings, the more you discover. So that is fine art to me.
This is amazing.
Yeah.
Oh my God, this is actually an honor. And thank you so much again for this opportunity. But I want to take it to another level. How did Nipsey's passing affect you?
It hit me pretty hard. I remember I was at my friend's housewarming party, and when we heard the news, the entire room, the mood just changed, our energy just changed, and we had just finished going around in a circle and telling what we were grateful for.
Right.
And I said, I'm grateful to be alive. And to hear that broke my heart. Like, we all just sat there for a moment and had to give him a moment of silence and grieve it, process it, and just losing my brother at a young age, and I know he passed at 33, it hit home for me.
Oh my.
It hit home. And the fact that he was a genius. He was a genius. I mean, the first smart store, he was creating so many different waves and moods in the community and uniting people through love. So it was powerful. It touched me.
Oh,
His story really touched me. Yeah.
Thank you so much for that. And before I'm gonna just shift it a little bit, but what do Nipsey Hussle and the marathon and the community mean to you, since you're right here in it? You're in it.
I'm in it, and I've been here 4 years now. I tell you, it has been a struggle. So my first year, obviously, I had a really great paying job. I didn't have to worry about a thing. And then the accident happened, and I was bedridden. I had to, figure a way out. Disability doesn't last long. And now they've told me I'm permanently disabled. So I tapped back into art because I feel like he hustled, he motivated, he was selling his CDs on the corner, and it helped me. So, I mean, the marathon never stops. As much as I get discouraged and I doubt and I have fear and I want to just give up and pack up and move back home, I just think about him and his music and what the message that he was giving to us.
So when we speak of home, I was thinking about doing home. Okay, where's home?
Philadelphia.
Oh.
Yes, Philadelphia, born and raised. Then I moved to New York for 6.5 years, and I moved here to New York from Brooklyn.
Okay. Now, for some reason, this question really, I want to hear what you have to say. If you had some words to tell Lauren and his family and his whole crew, what would you tell them?
Wow. That is pretty powerful. I mean, bottom line, the marathon definitely continues. Because without him, I mean, I probably would have quit months ago. But the marathon definitely continues. I definitely send my sincere condolences. I know what it feels like. I know that pain. I know those 7 stages of grieving. I feel proud enough to say 4 years after my brother's passing, I feel like I'm in that 7th stage of just accepting it and acknowledging it and being able to speak on him and celebrate his life and keep his legacy alive. And I feel like it's important for us to keep Nipsey's legacy alive because he was a very powerful person. He made a big impact. So, yeah.
And this is just out of respect. I know we talked about your brother. Can you tell us his name?
Yes.
I know you showed me a picture earlier. If you have it around.
Yeah. Actually, my backpack. If you want to grab it.
And could you tell us your brother's name?
Yes. A little bit about him. So William Braxton Peake II. He also had a third before he left here, before he passed, which is amazing because he's exactly like him. I get to see my brother all over again. He passed at the age of 30 from kidney failure. He was on dialysis for 2 years. The doctors gave him 2 to 5 years. And he passed on that 2nd year on our dad's birthday. He sang happy birthday to my dad that morning.
Wow.
I was actually in Ross buying this picture frame with my girlfriend Shelly. I was in the store, I got the phone call. Well, first two of his friends called. Then when his best friend called, I kind of knew that something wasn't right. Like, I was like, why is his best friend calling me? And they were asking me where he was, how he was, and none of my family was picking up the phone. And then I get a phone call from my mom. She said, who are you with? What are you doing? I said, I'm in Ross. I'm buying a picture frame. What's good? Like, she told me the news right then and there. I had never had my knees buckle from underneath me ever in my life, but I fell straight to the ground, dropped this, and my friend dragged me out the store. I was in the parking lot for a little while, but I didn't go to sleep for 24 hours. I didn't eat for 24 hours, and I went back to that Ross as soon as they opened and bought the picture frame that I had in my hand and put a picture of him in it. So that's William Braxton Peake II. I call him Billy. He hated it. Once he got older, he said, man, you just gotta call me Bill. Like, I'm grown now, like, but this is always gonna be Billy. This is my heart right here. We were 13 months apart. So everything I do is for him. It keeps me motivated. I mean, right? He was a prince, and we buried him like a prince. He's in a mausoleum back home.
Wow.
So yeah, this is my heart.
Okay, so that brings on my next question. My next question is painting a form of therapy? Oh.
Absolutely. I mean, was there more to that question?
Well, no, I just want you to just elaborate.
It's definitely therapy. I mean, they put me on so many meds after I got hit by a car. I was on pain meds, muscle relaxers. When I got my knee surgery, they put me on a whole nother set of medication. So from there, I kind of tapped back into, like, I'm going to push these to the side. They make you depressed. They make you sad. You can't really think clearly. So I tapped back into my art. I grabbed my sketchbook. That was the first thing I did. Wow. I mean, therapy, for real. I cry every time I paint, because sometimes I see my brother, like, his bright smile, I see when I was painting this. When I was painting that Will Smith painting, I see my brother so clearly, and I just remember him throughout all the people that I'm painting, that, I'm painting his favorite rappers and his favorite ball players, and I know he's following me on this journey. He's still with me. Yeah.
That is so deep. That is so deep. Thank you so much. The next question I have is, what would you like to see in the black community? What would you like to see?
I honestly want to unite everyone. I feel like uniting through love. Like, we all go through the same struggles. We all go through the same pain. We all experience the same type of grief. And if we could just, pay it forward to the next person. I mean, I never like to leave any man behind. Once I make it up, everybody's coming up with me. We don't close doors. We bring everybody up. And I wish the community could stand stronger together, because we're powerful in numbers. Like, we're powerful. So, yeah, I would say uniting through love.
I got you. And we winding down a little bit, so I just want to know what future projects do you have in the making, and what's going on, and can you let us know anybody need to get in contact with you? Sure.
So I have my first solo art show that I anticipate having by the end of the year. Everything that I've created this year is very pop culture and current to now. I have a Jay-Z piece that I'm creating because he just hit his billionaire mark, and I feel like we got to pay tribute to that man. I mean,
that's right.
If that's not motivation, I don't know what it is either. So I'm painting him. I'm doing like a 5-series painting of him. That's going to be probably one of the largest paintings I've ever created. I've already started it, so I'm in the works with that. And then I'm going to do the Exonerated 5, because I asked my Instagram who they want to see next, and that was who they chose. So once those pieces are done, I'm going to be ready for my first solo art show. Date to be announced. I will announce everything on my Instagram, Joan Chéri _art. So yeah, that's the one project that I'm working on right now.
Okay. So I was going to ask you what's next in your career, but
to take over the art world. Take it over.
You can
to be innovative and start a wave, and maybe even teach again one day. So we'll see.
Now I have a question.
Okay.
Are you open to taking roles as an actress? Do you see yourself?
No, I don't think I'm an actress. I think I'm gonna stick with what I know.
Okay.
And that is art. Yeah.
Okay. All right. That's good. Okay. What advice would you give creative young people? I'm talking about the pain and the pleasure.
Like the little girl that was just here. Like, I met so many people on my path. These past 2 weeks taking this painting around LA, I met so many people, amazing kids that were coming up to me telling me they love to dance and sing. And I'm just like, you know what? If that's what you love, keep doing it. The best advice my parents ever gave me is do what you love, because it'll never feel like work. You're going to work for the rest of your life, and you want to do something that you truly are passionate about, something that can get you up out of bed, and you know what I mean? You're singing and dancing and praising to get to work. You don't have to worry about it, I think that's extremely important, to really find something you love and hone in on it, and if it sets your soul on fire, it's probably going to be your career.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow, that's awesome. Now. Excuse me, I gotta laugh on this one because this is one of the last questions.
Oh man, it must be a good one.
But this is for the fellas, you know. I mean, everybody, we know that she's a beautiful young lady, intelligent, smart, and the queen that she is. The fellas want to know: are you single? Are you in a relationship?
Should have known this question was coming.
Are you seeing somebody?
Right now, look, it got me sweating.
Oh Lord! Somebody get a towel.
No, right now I'm currently single. I'm in a relationship with my art.
Oh, that's good.
Yes,
Okay.
my art and my heart.
Oh.
Self-love right now. I'm self-love all the way.
Oh, that is amazing.
Yeah.
That's amazing. So we're gonna sum this up, and summing it up, I just want to say I appreciate you, and I believe in giving a person flowers while they can smell them.
Hell
You
yeah.
understand? So
Yeah, I buy myself flowers every week. Every single week.
I know that's right. Go on, lady. And so that's my form of showing up. Like they told me a long time ago, if I keep showing up and remain teachable, I can go a lot of places. And I never quit. I didn't quit dancing. I just changed partners. And I'm glad that I met you on my journey. And it's an honor to be able to just talk to you. And I mean that from the bottom of my heart. I mean, and we were just talking, we just been through so much today, but what it brought the circle together, the squad. And you're building a squad. I mean,
I'm trying to build my team.
You're doing it. You're doing an amazing job. You're doing an amazing job. Now I want to say this. Now I just thought when I went to Philadelphia one time and I seen the Liberty Bell, I seen Bessie Ross house, but I know Meek Mills is there and Will Smith. Come on, somebody help me out.
You said Patti LaBelle already?
Patti LaBelle.
Teddy Pendergrass.
Teddy Pendergrass.
We got them all. Hey,
Oh, Frankie Beverly May.
Yeah.
Okay.
Kevin Hart.
Kevin Hart. Right.
Philly Love.
And last but not least,
Joan Chéri.
come on, everybody. Let's give her a round of applause. Let's give her a round of applause. It's a wrap. I love you. Thank you so much.
Look, my nigga, this is dedication. This is anti-hesitation. It's a real nigga celebration. It's a dime block declaration. 59th and 5th Ave, granny house with vanilla wafers. It's the remedy to separation. Tupac of my generation. Blue pill in the fucking matrix. Red rose in the great pavement. Young black nigga trapped and he can't change it. Know he a genius, he just can't claim it. Cause they left him no platforms to explain it. He frustrated so he get faded. But deep down inside he know you can't fade him. How long should I stay dedicated? How long till opportunity meet preparation? I need some real nigga reparations, or I run up in your bank just for recreation. Dedication, hard work, plus patience. To some more of my sacrifice, I'm done waiting. Told you that I wasn't playing. Now you hear what I've been saying. Dedication. Dedication.